Just got on Lake Maxinkuckee. Gonna see if the smallmouth are biting. 6 a.m. Sun's getting ready to come up. The water's dead slick. Probably the only time today the water's gonna be this calm because it's about to get real busy. Let's go have some fun. That'll put the wind in the hair and the bugs in the teeth. Woo. That's a way to wake up on a Saturday morning. That's almost as good as eggs and bacon and pancakes, Jack. All right, we got rocks on the shore, fish in the water. Let's get to casting. It's been kind of a slow morning so far. We're just trying to cover some water right now. Been throwing a top water bait, walking the dog a little bit. Alan's been throwing a fluke. And we're just trying to see if we can find them. Seen a couple swimming around in the water. I've actually had 3 of them blow up on this top water. But they just knock it out of the water and didn't get the hook. So keep moving on down the bank and see if we can find a place where they're feeding.
Did you get you one on?
No. Mud shark, goggle eye, Rockbass. That's what a fish looks like. I'll be darned. See ya, Buster.
Get a bass finally?
Looks like a bass. Oh, okay. Until my partner knocks him off. I got one flip. Finally got one on the Erie Darter. Goodness. I just seen one cruising a little bit ago. How long is this one? Long enough.
Get it.
Hey, look at that. We got a keeper. Just throwing around some scattered wheat clumps. Finally made the connection. He hit that one on the drop. Picked up on it and he was on. Got one off. Well, at least 3 hours or so.
Look at him. Isn't he
Hey.
a cutie pie?
He's a biggin.
He is a cutie pie. He's got a wet lip.
I'm just glad they didn't give him any tongue.
Did you get a largemouth?
There's largemouth on the line.
Oh, what the heck? I'm stuck on the feet.
Hey, he's gonna come into your lap there, buddy. Wave.
You're gonna die.
he got it good.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at that whopper.
You gonna kiss
It's gonna
him?
be like a 12 pounder or something. Okay, maybe a 12 incher. Smells like licorice.
Like flowers.
Oh, that was the 1.5 twist. Reverse gainer. Right into the water.
Quadruple. Got you a big one, huh? There you go.
Yeah, boys. That's the flavor we're chasing.
There you go.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Yeehaw.
Flipping them dark mats of weeds. It's a nice little largie. Pretty. Very colorful. That one don't smell like licorice. It just smells like a fish.
Fishy fish.
Very healthy looking fish.
Pinch fish.
Okay, so a little bit on how to rig these beaver style baits. Throw an 1/8 ounce jig head, round ball with a little keeper on it. I believe it's either a 1 or 2/0 long shank hook on that. And then I'll take my bait. There's a flat side on the bottom. So I want my bait to sit in there something like that with an exposed hook. The place we're fishing has a lot of rocks and a lot of low growing weeds, so we don't have to worry too much about getting hung up in weed clumps and things of that nature. So I'll run this down, pop it out of the bait. You want that to lay as straight as possible once you push it up on. But before I push it up on there, even though it has a bait keeper on it, I like to put a little dab of super glue right there on the head, and that just keeps that plastic up there, because you'll have bluegill grabbing the back of this, and rock bass and perch and stuff like that. So it makes your baits last a little bit longer. You don't go through quite as many. So once you get that super glue up there, you try not to get it on your fingers. Super glue your fingers together. Just push it down up on that like that, and that's what your finished product should look like. So this is a Poor Boys brand, but I also throw the actual Trixie series or the Strike King models as well. Just whatever beaver bait that you've got your confidence in. If you haven't yet, I suggest you try throwing it in some of these areas where it's rocky or low growing weeds, where there's smallmouth, largemouth eat them too. Obviously that's what I just caught it on. So I'm going to go ahead and you can tie your trilene knot, but I'm going to tie a polymer knot on this one. I'm going to get back to it. One thing, let this dry. Don't just glue it up and push it on there and make a cast right away, because that glue will get weaker faster. So tie it on, pick up another rig, throw that for 5 minutes, then you're good to go once that glue dries a little bit hard.
Can I tell my story? Are you recording? Alright. I made the cast. And then the cast turned into me going, oh, there's one! Okay? And then he kind of did a jump thing, and I tried to bring him down, and then he broke me off. So I gotta tie back on.
A tree pounder.
He was a tree pounder. He's a big one. Big boy. Little big boy. Broke the chair.
I do think that we figured out a pattern, Brandon. We have figured something out. It has to do with about 5 to 6 foot of water
Little big boy.
and some low growing weeds. But that's all I'm telling you.
Where are we hiding the 1/0 hooks?
I don't know. They
Oh,
might
I
be
found
in there somewhere else. Fish.
I'm tying on a lure, so good luck.
My net man's. Oh, there's another one chasing him. Woo, yeah. That's a little chunky one. Look all pregnated and stuff.
Old pregnant stuff.
Yeah. Look at that. It's either about to have the babies or it's going to drop a serious deuce.
Probably all of the above. checking my watch.
Fighting like a smallie.
I think it is a small one. He's not hooked good. I know he's not hooked good. He didn't fight until he got hit. Hey, number 2. Oh, he took my wine. Or shook it out.
That might be a keeper.
It's gonna be a keeper. Just don't tell the COs.
Really good.
They always like it when you rub their tummy. It's just like a dog.
Only with less hair.
Yeah. I was really checking my watch and I felt a bunk. And so I'm like, there's a fish. Babe, check my wine.
That's a big old rock bass.
Whoa.
That's a spawning male rock bass. See how dark he is? Almost like a black crappie, how they get real dark like that. And they just like to shake it.
Yeah. Shakira at the halftime.
Like Shakira at the halftime show, they like to shake it. That's a nice rock bass.
What was that? Oh, didn't mean that. I'm all hung up.
They're big old rock bass. Man, those are huge. Wow. They're choking it, man.
Yeah.
You must have the right color. You know what they say, any color will work as long as it's green pumpkin.
Got me a rock bass.
Oh, another little rock bass. We are rocking it out today. Mwah! I'll have enough of them for a meal. I don't know if it'll be a good meal, but it'll be a meal.
And that's buried under 4,000 feet of stuff. Oh. Wet. It's a nice one. Huh? Fishy, fishy.
In your face. Maybe the next one.
All right. We'll invite you for a fish fry later.
Yeah. Come get it.
All the berries drink.
That sounds like a pretty terrible deal right there.
Well, you have to wear a sock shirt though.
A sock shirt? Oh man, I don't know if I can do that to myself. I said, I don't know if I can do that to myself. I might break out in hives.
Yeah. Me too if I wear a cup shirt. I agree with you. And it sucks. We're going to be the better team this year. COVID got us.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. We had a good chance.
Yeah, you guys are looking good.
Yeah. It's going to be fun from TV, not from there.
Come get him, buddy. He's looking at hard. Here he is. Oh, I lost him.
Oh. Oh, one's looking at it. well above my line.
Alright.
It'll go flying in the air.
Set the hook and the turtle goes flying.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Alright,
I'll nose down on this one right
oh! He's on.
Hooked up, baby. Back reel him a little bit. He's green, man. Not just green in color, I mean he's fresh. There you
awesome.
go. Is that your first bed fish?
Yeah. Bring more of the boat.
Hold on.
Look at that! Heart rate on the line. See how much it went up? Probably like 460 or something. 420.
There you go, Hal's first bed fish.
It's a nice one too.
Yeah. 2 or 2 1/4.
You got another one.
Come up here so we can see.
Look at that. We got another one sight fishing, is it? I don't know.
This is 14.
He smells that. Wet. I know that much.
Catching them all on a slash bait. Slash bait right there. That's where we're getting the bed fish on.
You want to kiss him? Huh? You gotta be so long. Did you feel him thump it?
I felt him pump it.
There we go. Finally. Whew.
Right here, man. In the mouth. Off the bed with a tube. And we threw everything at this fish.
Kitchen sink. No.
He was really hooked good. I mean, we threw everything at that dude. I don't know what else I'd have had to do. I was getting ready to throw the old Super Dew at him. I had it out.
Not ready to throw the transducer.
I threw hula gubs. I'm gonna get him in the live well real quick so we can get pictures later, but we'll turn them loose here in a little bit so that they can get right back to their bed. We just wanna get a picture. I threw beaver baits at that thing, wacky worms, Texas rigs, drop shot. Had a drop shot in this bed for a long time. We worked that fish for 50 minutes and finally caught it.
My stress level was high.
That was a long time to work a fish. That's the longest I've worked on in a very long time.
Me too.
But hey, for a 2.5 pounder on Maxinkuckee, that's a pretty good fish on this lake. It's a nice fish on any lake. But you know, a lot of tournaments are won here with 12 to 13 pounds. So if you can get 5 2.5 pounders, I mean, you're gonna be probably pretty close to end the money. All right, man, what are we doing?
Relenting back my smallmouth I caught earlier today.
He's a pretty fella.
He's very pretty. Happy. Happy, happy, happy.
And then we got a well full of green ones. Well full of green ones. I don't know if you can see in there. But there's some rock bass in there. These are our smaller largemouths. And then we've got our bigger side over here. We're gonna get them out and take a picture. Show you what we've got going on. I'll let Savannah do a little more filming. That's one.
Nope, I was lying. Come here, bud.
Got him?
Yeah.
Hold on tight.
Ooh, I got him.
Floppy. Sure?
Yep.
Keep over the boat.
Turn to it. Look at them.
That's good. Oh man. Well, gang, it's been a fun day on Maxinkuckee. We've had a big time. We want to get these back in the water. Hey, so you know, those fish we caught off the beds today, that fish just went back to that bed. As soon as we put him in there, he went right back there. And I don't know if you can see it. Let me have the camera a second. That fish just pushed another bass off that bed. He's right. That was extreme close up, sorry. But I don't know if you can see him moving in there. He's right in that light spot. Back to doing the job of protecting that bed. Hey, we made it back safe and sound. Just got the boat put in the garage. Little change of plan. We were gonna clean those rock bass and do a taste test with those and bluegill and different things. So we ended up not keeping any bluegill, and we ended up giving the rock bass to some people we met back in one of the channels. There were some really nice folks. They were White Sox fans, but you know, we agreed to disagree on who we're baseball fans of, and we got along good, had a nice conversation with those people back in the channel. Gave them the rock bass that we had, and they put them with the catch that they had so they could have a fish meal for their whole family that was up for Memorial Day weekend. So to the folks that we met up there in the channels, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you're all safe and have a great time on the water. We sure did today. I think we tallied it up on the way back today. Alan and I both had 12 or 14 bites. I was able to capitalize on 10 of those and bring them to the boat. I lost 2 smallmouth today out on the flats, and Alan, I think he lost or broke off, what, 3?
I broke off 2 and I lost like 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, so there was a few more that, you know, we should, by all rights, we should have had about 2 dozen fish in the boat today, but we lost a few opportunities. That's fishing, that's the way it goes. We still had a great time on the water. By the time we got off the water today, it was really stirred up, the wind was kicking, there was a lot of boat traffic, and we've been out for a long day. So we're hot, we're a little bit sunburnt, we're tired, we're definitely hungry. And we will see you guys next time on Enlightened Outdoors. Take care of yourselves.